I see stats like 68% of Americans are not happy, and yet 42% of Americans never leave within 20 miles of where they were born. Let's see. More of you should probably move. Because the data is telling me that a lot of people aren't happy with their job, but yet a lot of people won't move away from, their job. Well, then I would move. So you wonder why all these NBA players want to play with other great stars. Okay, so let's take the MVP of the league, Russell Westbrook. This was last Wednesday after he scored a cajillion points. He was interviewed after the game. Let's listen to him.
Russell, how would you grade when you look at your line on the box score? How would you grade the line?
I don't give a about the line.
All right.
We lost.
Okay, so he doesn't appear to be very happy, right? Okay, let's take another piece of tape. This is Russell Westbrook after, he had a triple-double yesterday, and here's Russell Westbrook. Yesterday after the game, Barry Trammels, the reporter, asks Steven Adams a question. Go ahead.
Steven, second time in 3 games, you guys really struggled when Russell went to the bench. You were out there for part of that. What goes on when he goes to the bench? Why is Houston so successful? And do you sense that they sort of get an energy boost just from him going out of the game?
Hold on, Steven. I don't want nobody to try to split us up.
Yeah, Russell, I'm not trying to split you up, but twice in 3 games, you guys have not played well at all when you've gone to the bench.
That's fine.
I'm just trying to figure out what's going on.
Russell, you ain't played well at all. Say Russell and the team haven't played well. Don't say when Russell goes out, the team don't play well. It don't matter. We in this together.
That may be, Russell, but I asked Steven a question, and it's a legitimate.
Me and you. Next question.
It's a legitimate question.
Next question.
Oh, he appears to be miserable. Well, then why did you sign with Oklahoma City? You know who's not miserable? LeBron. You know who is miserable? Paul George. You know who isn't miserable? Steph Curry. He plays and recruits other good players. You know who is miserable? Russell Westbrook. You know who's eventually going to be miserable? John Wall, because he's easily the best player on his team. You know who sounded miserable after this weekend? Chris Paul. Blake Griffin's hurt. Pursue happy. Pursue better teammates. Just say it out loud. Do you want to play with more good players? Isn't that why everybody goes to the Olympics? Isn't why all these NBA guys went to Kentucky or Duke or Kansas? But then suddenly in the NBA, you shouldn't pursue. Why does Ohio State always out-recruit Purdue? Why does USC out-recruit Kansas State? Because players are pursuing happiness. They want to win. They want to be surrounded by great facilities. They want to wake up with good weather. Cute girls on campus, bunch of 5-star athletes around them. Like, you want to know who's miserable in the NBA right now? Loyal guy. Guy who took an extra year of cash. Guy who wants 1 more year of guaranteed salary. Guy who wants to be beloved by the local fans. Those guys today are all miserable. Here's who's not miserable. LeBron, who's gone from Cleveland to Miami and back to Cleveland, the least loyal guy in the NBA. I don't know when this happened, but it has happened in my lifetime, where loyalty is always great and mobility is suddenly bad. Why in the world, if you're Mike Trout, wouldn't you consider other places? Why in the world, if you're Andrew Luck, wouldn't you consider a team that can, get the defense right? Why are we being loyal to mediocre when most of us have much more talent than we'd ever give ourselves credit for? Russell Westbrook went loyal, and the media, oh, brilliant, here, tip of the cap, Russell. You stayed in the middle of nowhere to play with untalented people. Bad Kevin Durant chose mobility. Don't we all choose a college? Don't we all choose a state? Weather, surroundings. I don't know when it happened that loyalty was just the best. In fact, I would argue in sports, it's an even dumber decision because a pro athlete has 7 years to make any money. You and I've made decisions in my career where I've stayed in a city too long, Vegas when I was young because I liked it, Portland because I liked it. But I'm okay spending 7 years somewhere when I probably should have spent 4. For a pro athlete like Russell Westbrook, whose game is all vertical, and he's got about 3 elite years left, what are you doing? Move. Go to better players. Go to a better bench. Go to other guys who can play. All I know is this morning is the 2 most miserable guys, Paul George and Westbrook. The 2 happiest guys, LeBron and all those guys on the Warriors. Move to happiness.